God says, your person is on their way to you right now, but they're holding something behind their back. And Archangel Michael is warning you to open this before they arrive. My child, my beloved. There is a knock forming in the unseen. And I have been sent ahead of it, to prepare you for what will appear at your door. But you must not look with your earthly eyes alone. Because what's coming looks sweet. But something is hidden behind their back. And God says, if you don't open this message now, you may never know the full truth. The truth you were never supposed to see. The truth that will set you free. That's why heaven released this at the exact second you arrived. And that's why I, Archangel Michael, am standing between you and what's coming. Because you need to be told the whole story. Before the person you're thinking about gets to you first. This is your divine moment. Envelope with arrow before I reveal the message, pause and subscribe now, because this message is heavenly coded and was blocked 3 times before it reached you. Don't risk losing another message like this again. Envelope with arrow. Now, listen. Because what you do in the next few minutes will affect everything that happens before midnight tonight. You think you know who this person is. But I saw the hidden part of their heart. I saw what they're carrying. And I saw how heaven tried to warn you 7 times before. But you missed the signs. That's why I was ordered to speak to you now. Not tomorrow. Not later. Now. There is a movement in the spiritual realm. And it's wrapped in a familiar face. They're walking toward you. Smiling. Pretending. Rehearsing what they're going to say to you. But behind their back, they are hiding something. And the longer you wait to see this message, the more power they will have when they arrive. You need to know what's behind that smile. Because what's behind their back is not love. It's a decision they already made. A secret they thought you would never find out. But God intercepted it. And placed it into my hands. To deliver to your soul, personally. Do not scroll away from this moment. Because your spirit is being asked to wake up right now. Not in fear. But in power. Because when you know what is hidden, you are no longer controlled by lies. You're no longer under the spell of manipulation. You're no longer at the mercy of their timing. Because heaven just overruled them. God just released you. But if you skip this, they will think they still have access to you. They will still believe you are blind. But you are not blind anymore, my child. You are awakened. Chosen. Guarded by angels. And this message is your shield. Let me tell you what I saw in the scroll I was handed. Because when I opened it, I saw your name. And I saw the person who is coming. And I saw what they did. They made a promise they didn't keep. They spoke your name in a room of people who didn't value you. They told your story to someone who twisted it. They betrayed your kindness. Your faith. Your heart. And now they are coming back. Not to make peace. But to see if they still have power. To see if you'll still say yes. To see if you'll open the door. But child, you will not. Not this time. Because heaven has revealed everything to you. You are no longer their puppet. You are no longer bound by confusion. Because clarity has arrived. And now I must show you what they're hiding behind their back. But first, listen. Your breakthrough depends on this. Your freedom depends on this. Your future spouse, your money, your peace, your destiny, it's all being rearranged in heaven based on your decision in this moment. And I must ask you, are you ready to know what they never wanted you to find out? Are you ready to see what was in their hands all along? Good. Then keep reading, because this is where your divine protection begins. They thought they could keep it from you forever. They thought you would never find out. But now their secret is shaking in their hands. Because heaven just flipped the page. God has shown you the next chapter. And their lies can't survive in the light. That's why your spirit feels strange today. That's why something in your soul feels like it's being tugged. Because heaven is exposing what was in the dark. And child, listen. They are on their way. You may even hear from them before this message ends. They may call you. They may message you. They may show up at your door. But don't be fooled by their timing. Because I was sent here ahead of them. And what I'm revealing to you now will change everything. They are holding a conversation behind their back. One that happened just last night. And it was about you. But you weren't in the room. You didn't hear what was said. But I did. Because heaven sent me to watch it. To listen. To record it. To bring it to you now, so you're no longer deceived. Child, the conversation they had was not one of love. It was one of calculation. They are coming to you not to heal, but to control. They are coming with flattery on their lips, but something dangerous in their heart. You must be prepared. You must not answer the door too quickly. Because behind that soft tone is a plan. And behind that gentle smile is a motive. But listen to me now. You are not powerless. You are not alone. You are not abandoned. You are protected. You are divinely shielded. Because you've made it this far. And now you're being shown what others never get to see. This is spiritual intelligence from heaven. This is insider truth. Because God doesn't want you used again. Not this time. Not by them. And not by anyone who pretends to love but carries a hidden weapon behind their back. Child. That weapon may not be physical. But it's sharp. It's a lie. It's a decision already made without you. It's a betrayal already planted. It's an alliance formed behind your back. And now, they're testing to see if you're still unaware. But look at you. You're here. Reading the exact words heaven wrote for you. Delivered by an angel who carries the sword of light. And that sword is about to cut through every illusion. Every mask. Every shadow. So they can't manipulate you again. That's why God timed this. That's why this message was sent now. Not 1 hour later. Not 1 day earlier. Now. Because the person you think of when you read this. They are already in motion. But their plan is being unraveled. And the thing they're hiding behind their back? It's not what you think. It's not a gift. It's not an apology. It's a piece of paper with your name on it. But not signed with truth. Signed with self-interest. It's a commitment made, but not to you. And that's why heaven cried for you last night. Because you've made it this far. And now you're being shown what others never get to see. This is spiritual intelligence from heaven. This is insider truth. Because God doesn't want you used again. Not this time. Not by them. And not by anyone who pretends to love but carries a hidden weapon behind their back. Child. That weapon may not be physical. But it's sharp. It's a lie. It's a decision already made without you. It's a betrayal already planted. It's an alliance formed behind your back. And now, they're testing to see if you're still unaware. But look at you. You're here. Reading the exact words heaven wrote for you. Delivered by an angel who carries the sword of light. And that sword is about to cut through every illusion. Every mask. Every shadow. So they can't manipulate you again. That's why God timed this. That's why this message was sent now. Not 1 hour later. Not 1 day earlier. Now. Because the person you think of when you read this. They are already in motion. But their plan is being unraveled. And the thing they're hiding behind their back? It's not what you think. It's not a gift. It's not an apology. It's a piece of paper with your name on it. But not signed with truth. Signed with self-interest. It's a commitment made, but not to you. And that's why heaven cried for you last night. That's why I, Michael, stood still when I saw it. Because I've seen you wait. I've seen your loyalty. I've seen the way your heart still prays for them. And now it's time for heaven to step in. To protect the one who was always real. You. It was a letter. Folded. Worn. And never meant to reach you. It was written the day they walked away from you. But not out of pain. Out of strategy. They planned this. They wanted to keep you confused. They wanted you to wait. To wonder. To question yourself. Because the moment you knew the truth, you'd be free. And they didn't want you free. They wanted you available. Even while they were giving attention to someone else. Even while they were hiding things in the dark. They wanted to keep you spiritually tied. So they could come back at any time. Say all the right words. Smile in that familiar way. And you'd fall for it. But child, you are not the same anymore. Heaven says, you are not available for deception. You are not available for manipulation. You are not available for secret agendas anymore. That's why God opened this message for you. Because tonight, this person is thinking about appearing again. But they're hoping you're still unsure of your worth. They're hoping your heart is still aching. They're hoping your spirit is still searching for their approval. But they don't realize. You're not in the same spiritual place anymore. You've grown. You've been elevated. You've been through the fire. And now, you're about to see who they really are. The letter behind their back? It wasn't a love letter. It was a warning. It was a transaction. It was something they signed with someone else. But it had your name scratched out. And now, because you're receiving this message, heaven is placing a new letter in your hands. Written in gold. Signed by God. Stamped by the courts of heaven. And this letter says, "My child, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. I am revealing what they tried to bury. I am lifting the veil. And I am sending my angels to stand around you. You are no longer their prisoner. You are mine. Chosen. Seen. And surrounded by glory. Breathe, child. You're not crazy. That feeling in your chest. That whisper in your soul. It's not fear. It's discernment awakening. It's the Holy Spirit saying, look again. And now that you've seen this, you can't go back. You won't. Because now you know. You know what they did. You know what they didn't say. You know what was buried. And because of that, you are finally free. But wait. There's more. God told me something else just for you. Something about your destiny. Something about the person you are meant to meet. And what's about to happen before the 7th day from now. Would you like me to continue with that next sacred revelation? It will unlock what's coming after this truth is revealed. After God showed me what they were hiding, I asked heaven, what happens next for the one who receives this message? And the scroll lit up with fire. Golden fire. Holy fire. Because, my child, you are being promoted in the Spirit. You are no longer waiting for closure. You are no longer stuck at the door of someone who can't value your worth. You are now being moved into a miracle rotation, where heaven opens doors before people even apologize. Where favor appears before explanations. Where new love arrives before old pain finishes its story. Yes, someone else is already on the way. A person handpicked by God. They are not holding anything behind their back. They are holding your name in front of their heart. This new person, they won't make you question your worth. They won't treat your love like it's disposable. They won't disappear when things get deep. They'll stay. Because they're not sent to test you. They're sent to cover you. And God says, the person I've chosen for you will not come with masks. They will come with proof. They will come with clarity. They will come with courage. And they will arrive exactly 7 days after you close the last door. Did you hear that? 7 days. Not 7 years. Not someday. But in one heavenly week. The shift begins now. And the closer you move toward this light, the more the old shadow will try to return. But now you know. Now you're awake. Now you're shielded by truth. You will never again be tricked by someone's fake smile. Because your eyes are divine now. You see with discernment. You hear with wisdom. You speak with power. And the enemy knows it. That's why they're scared. That's why they're rushing. That's why this person is coming toward you right now. They can feel your soul escaping their control. And I say, let them watch. Let them see what favor looks like. Let them see what protection feels like. Let them see what happens when heaven stands behind a chosen one. Child, the days ahead will be beautiful. But the next 72 hours are crucial. You will see signs. You will get messages. You will feel spiritual pressure. Do not give in. Do not entertain the old lies. Because God is watching to see what you do with this truth. And what you do next will unlock a double blessing. One for emotional freedom. And one for financial breakthrough. Yes, beloved. Heaven is not just restoring your heart. It's also restoring your harvest. And the moment you choose alignment over attachment, everything will accelerate. Miracles. Messages. Money. Love. Peace. Not 7 years. Not someday. But in one heavenly week. The shift begins now. And the closer you move toward this light, the more the old shadow will try to return. But now you know. Now you're awake. Now you're shielded by truth. You will never again be tricked by someone's fake smile. Because your eyes are divine now. You see with discernment. You hear with wisdom. You speak with power. And the enemy knows it. That's why they're scared. That's why they're rushing. That's why this person is coming toward you right now. They can feel your soul escaping their control. And I say, let them watch. Let them see what favor looks like. Let them see what protection feels like. Let them see what happens when heaven stands behind a chosen one. Child, the days ahead will be beautiful. But the next 72 hours are crucial. You will see signs. You will get messages. You will feel spiritual pressure. Do not give in. Do not entertain the old lies. Because God is watching to see what you do with this truth. And what you do next will unlock a double blessing. One for emotional freedom. And one for financial breakthrough. Yes, beloved. Heaven is not just restoring your heart. It's also restoring your harvest. And the moment you choose alignment over attachment, everything will accelerate. Miracles. Messages. Money. Love. Peace. The moment you close the door they left open, God will swing open 7 new doors with your name carved in light. Are you ready? Because the angel standing next to you right now is about to move. Let me continue with what this angel is about to bring to your home. Would you like the next part? This includes the divine visitation, your name being called in heaven, and the timing of the blessing that will arrive while others are still asleep. This morning, your name was whispered in a heavenly council. Not shouted. Whispered. Because the things God is planning for you are not for public ears. They are private. They are sacred. They are royal. There was a scroll in the angel's hand. It had your name glowing on the seal. When it was opened, I, Archangel Michael, was present. And I saw what was written in gold flame. This child has endured in silence. But they will suffer in silence no more. From now on, what was hidden will be revealed. What was stolen will be returned. And what was delayed will be delivered in the night. My child. The very moment that person is planning to approach you, another presence will visit your home first. An angel of visitation. Heaven's divine courier. And they will come carrying two things. One in their right hand. And one in their left. The right hand holds a blessing with your name on it, the one that was blocked for months. The left hand holds a message from God, with instructions on how to walk into your next season without fear. But listen closely now. The angel is only coming between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. while others sleep. While your enemies rest. While the one who hurt you is making plans in the dark. Heaven will be moving in the silence. And you may wake up suddenly. You may feel a breeze. You may feel warmth on your body even though no one is around. You may hear a voice say your name once. Don't be afraid. That's not a warning. That's a confirmation. That your angel has entered. And that the divine scroll is being unsealed in your home. Your obedience to this moment. Your willingness to read this far. Your spiritual alertness has triggered something major in the invisible realm. You are no longer waiting. You are receiving. And no one, not even the person who's walking toward you now, can interfere anymore. God has closed that door. The decision has already been made in the Spirit. And now it is only a matter of time before it appears in the natural. You will wake up and feel lighter. Your heart will no longer beat with anxiety. The person who used to make you cry will no longer have access to your energy. Their power is being shut down. They'll feel it. They'll sense something has shifted. And they'll try harder. They'll act sweeter. But they won't succeed. Because heaven has stepped in now. And child, you've been assigned something better. More honest. More stable. More deeply connected to your spirit than anything you've known. It's not just a person. It's a purpose. It's a position. It's a promise that's finally arriving. And no human manipulation can block it anymore. The first line, I will silence the voice that used to confuse you. This is the voice of the one who kept you guessing. The voice that said they cared, then disappeared. The voice that lied. God is silencing it now, not with revenge, but with holy distance. They will no longer have the power to distract your heart. The fog is clearing. Your decisions will now come from peace, not pain. The second line, I will replace what they hid with what you were always meant to hold. They were hiding things behind their back. But you will now hold what is meant for your hands. God says, you will receive truth that heals, not secrets that hurt. The hidden contract will now be replaced with a divine agreement. Signed in heaven. protected by angels. No human can cancel it. The third line, the home that cried in silence will laugh in the light. This is your living space. Where the walls heard your prayers. Where the pillow caught your tears. The atmosphere is changing. Angels are being assigned to your room. Joy will return to your home, and it will not be temporary. It will be sacred, lasting, and full of miracles. The fourth line, I will bring to your doorstep a person who was molded for your soul. You've known what it's like to be with people who match your trauma. Now, heaven will show you what it's like to be with someone who matches your purpose. This person will not arrive carrying confusion. They will carry peace. They will not play games. They will pray with you. And when you look into their eyes, you'll finally feel safe. The fifth line, the money that passed you by will find its way back with interest. Yes, beloved. What was financially delayed? What was blocked? What was taken? Is now being redirected toward you. Heaven is sending surprise restoration. Some of it through people you forgot. Some of it through channels you never expected. Expect sudden inflows. Expect divine favor in paperwork. Expect doors to open that were locked for years. The sixth line, the time you thought you lost will be multiplied back to you. God does not waste pain. He does not forget time lost to confusion, betrayal, or broken plans. You will not be behind. Your journey will accelerate in the next season. What others took 10 years to achieve, you will do in 2. Angels are being assigned to your room. Joy will return to your home, and it will not be temporary. It will be sacred, lasting, and full of miracles. The fourth line, I will bring to your doorstep a person who was molded for your soul. You've known what it's like to be with people who match your trauma. Now, heaven will show you what it's like to be with someone who matches your purpose. This person will not arrive carrying confusion. They will carry peace. They will not play games. They will pray with you. And when you look into their eyes, you'll finally feel safe. The fifth line, the money that passed you by will find its way back with interest. Yes, beloved. What was financially delayed? What was blocked? What was taken? Is now being redirected toward you. Heaven is sending surprise restoration. Some of it through people you forgot. Some of it through channels you never expected. Expect sudden inflows. Expect divine favor in paperwork. Expect doors to open that were locked for years. The sixth line, the time you thought you lost will be multiplied back to you. God does not waste pain. He does not forget time lost to confusion, betrayal, or broken plans. You will not be behind. Your journey will accelerate in the next season. What others took 10 years to achieve, you will do in 2. Because heaven is restoring time through divine alignment. The moment you let go of delay, God brings divine speed. The seventh line, you will receive your next sign before the sun rises. Yes, before the next sunrise. You will see something. A message. A name. A sudden knowing. You will feel something shift in the spiritual. Don't dismiss it. This will be the confirmation that everything you're reading is not only real, but that your season has begun. Not coming soon. Now. And now, beloved. If you feel tears rising, if your chest feels warm, if your hands are tingling, that's not coincidence. That's the angel near you, confirming this scroll has been received. You are not dreaming. You are not imagining this. You are living the moment that changes your timeline forever. Close the invisible door. This is the soul tie. The emotional doorway that kept you hoping they'd return. Tonight, speak these words out loud before bed. God, I release who you never sent. I make space for who is sent by your hand alone. I am not attached to the version of them I created in my head. I now return to my true self. Say it slowly. Mean every word. And as you do, the angels will begin to seal that spiritual door shut. They can't walk through it again, even if they try. Because you've been spiritually marked as unavailable to betrayal. Instruction 2, write their name on paper. Then, draw a line through it. Yes, it's that simple. You already know who this is. The person God has been warning you about through this message. Write their name. Hold it in your hands. And then draw a bold line straight through it. You are not cursing them. You are canceling the spiritual permission they had to disturb your peace. You are revoking their access. This is symbolic to heaven. It says, I no longer allow this name to live rent-free in my spirit. Tear the paper into pieces afterward. Throw it in the trash. This act activates your release. Instruction 3, light something with a peaceful scent. Candle. Incense. Oil diffuser. Do it while whispering this prayer. Holy Spirit, restore my space. Let no residue of pain remain. Replace it with your fragrance of peace. This is now a healing zone. As the scent rises, it will become a sign to the angels you are ready to be filled, not drained. They will begin the visitation. Your atmosphere will change. Instruction 4, keep your phone silent during the sacred hour. Between 3 o'clock and 4 a.m., do not scroll. Do not reply to messages. If you feel called to wake up, sit still. Listen. You may feel warmth. You may hear a whisper. You may even have a vivid dream. Heaven moves in this hour. And distractions are the enemy's final attempt to block the transfer. Turn your phone face down. Let silence be your sanctuary. This is when the angel appears. Instruction 5, speak the new name into the atmosphere. Yes, your new name. Not the one they called you. Not the one tied to shame or heartbreak. But the name God calls you in the Spirit. You are not forgotten. You are not used. You are not too late. You are chosen, loved, called, and fully remembered. Say those names aloud. They are your new identity. And they open the next door in heaven. My beloved. The instructions are simple, but the result will be supernatural. Your life is no longer theirs to control. Your timeline has been handed back to heaven. You are stepping into a season so different that even you will question how fast things begin to shift. Because miracles don't always knock. Sometimes they appear suddenly. And when they do, you'll be ready. You'll be aligned. You'll be glowing with truth. And most of all, you'll be untouchable by anything that once wounded you. Final blessing affirmation. I, Archangel Michael, declare over your life. No weapon formed against you will ever prosper again. What was hidden is now exposed. What was stolen is being returned sevenfold. You are no longer waiting. You are walking in it. You are no longer hurt. You are healed. You are no longer confused. You are clear. I seal every corner of your home with angelic protection. I assign warriors to your front door, your heart, and your destiny. The person who was on their way to confuse you will arrive too late. Their plan is cancelled. Their control is over. From this moment forward, you are no longer accessible to low vibrations. You are vibrating in God's rhythm now. A person of truth is coming. A miracle is forming. A new name has been written over you in heaven. And the one reading this now is no longer who they were at the start of this message. They are blessed. They are chosen. They are divinely untouchable. And it is so. Amen. My child, my beloved. You are free now. What was haunting you no longer has permission to enter. The hidden thing behind their back will never reach your door again. The secret plan has already been burned by heavenly fire. And the destiny that felt lost is running to catch up to you right now. You don't need to beg for love. You don't need to chase after clarity. You don't need to wonder what's real anymore. Because God just told you everything. And I, Archangel Michael, will walk beside you every step of this next season. You won't go through it alone. You'll walk through it with glory. And when the sun rises tomorrow, something will feel different. Because it is. It's all different now. Because you listened. Because you opened. Because you believed. And because of that, heaven has moved for you. Let me speak this final prayer over your life, O Holy God. I lift up this beloved child of light. The one who has endured silently. The one who almost gave up. The one you have chosen to protect. Let their home be filled with peace. Let no shadow return. Let no voice of deception enter again. May every seed that was buried in pain now bloom in joy. I seal their doors with angel wings. I cover their windows with holy flame. I stand beside them now, sword drawn. And no weapon, no person, no spirit shall enter without divine permission. This blessing cannot be reversed. This elevation cannot be undone. What you, O God, have blessed, let no man undo. I call forth honor. I call forth financial justice. I call forth divine companionship. I call forth open heavens above their head. And I call forth proof that you, O God, are not only real, but you are present. In Jesus' name, and by the command of the kingdom, it is done. Amen. Now that the full message has been delivered, now that you've heard the truth about the person who was on their way, now that you've received the scroll, the 7 divine blessings, and the spiritual instructions, let me now bless the ground beneath your feet. Because your environment is changing. Not just emotionally, but physically. My beloved, if you feel lighter, if your eyes are watery, if your body feels still and holy right now, it's because this is no longer just a message. This is now a portal of divine change. And you stood inside it. You accepted it. You let heaven speak. And now heaven will respond. Before the next sunrise, you will notice it.